guys, it's Queen Fonda and this is the first video in my series, and today I'm going to tell you guys how I turned down a 100K job to start my boutique. So here's the story. So as some of you guys know, I recently moved from Juneau, Alaska. I got divorced, I left my job, I basically changed my entire life. I ended up finding a job working for a construction company, and they wanted someone in corporate sales. And I have experience in that, so shoo in. The salary was guaranteed 100K, and I made sure of that because I checked with other people, and I even asked my boss how much money he made, and he made $250,000. So they even gave us a car allowance, a $600 a month car allowance, just to make sure that we have the things that we need. Can't beat that, right? So they put me through a 4-interview process that took about 2 months. All of this was going on during the Rona, and I knew I was gonna get the job because I could sell ice to an Eskimo, and I know they were in love with me after the first interview. And as a Black woman, you typically feel like you have to outshine to make sure that you aren't just chosen as what some people call the minority hire, that you really are the person that's the best man or woman for the job, especially in a job where a majority of the people don't look like you. I was so boss, I even interviewed in my robe, and I did lie and tell them it was like a wrap dress, but it was really a robe. So if they do ever see this, my bad. And then I realized I was about to make the biggest mistake of my life. I was about to go back into sales when that's not really what I wanted to do. Obviously, I can follow the money, or I could follow my passions. And this was a moment that changed everything for me. I was about to send in my paperwork to start on that Monday, and I was on the conference call with my boss and the director. As they were going through the paperwork, and we were talking about my salary, and we were talking about my hours that I would have to work, I realized that I would be giving up so much time for money, and I'm tired of giving up my time, at least for things or for people that I'm making them millionaires, and I'm still only a thousandaire or 100,000aire, whatever in that case. So I was about to slave for a company. I was about to work some crazy hours, and granted, I'd get a car out of it, but I'd be driving for them. Can't have fun in it because I'd be working all the time. I had just left a job working as a caseworker. I was tired of being a worker bee. I was tired, boss. If I was going to work that many hours and I was going to sacrifice that much time, I was going to do it for my damn self. And I've done it before. I've even had a boutique before. And we will talk about that. That's some tea. So during the onboarding conference, I just told them that I needed a little more time to think about it. I didn't have the right words to just say no after I'd said yes so many times to try to convince them I wanted this because I thought that I did until that moment. But I told them I needed time to think about it, and they were completely fine. And when I talked to them again, I kindly told them that the truth, actually, that this was not the right field for me to keep working for somebody else when I have other passions that I know that I can be successful in for myself. They looked at me like I was crazy, but they did respect it. And I assume they respect. They could be thinking I was a clown of all clowns or wasting their time, which it wasn't my intention to do so. It was just, as I was going through that process, I realized that was not what I should be doing. You got to pay attention to that. You don't want to keep repeating the same cycles because you will always get the same results. And that was a scary moment because I didn't have another job. This was at the beginning of the Rona. I know what I'm capable of doing, but at the same time, you don't know, you can't control everything else going on in the world. So I just had to step out on faith and say, okay, this is my moment of my time that I'm going to be able to work on my business and have that time to do it. I mean, what else am I doing inside besides, sitting around playing makeup and looking cute? Might as well get paid for it. I'm just joking. I really do take this serious. So I just wanted to share with you guys today my story of how this kind of all came to be, because I made the finalized decision to start this boutique April 15th, the day that I actually turned down the job. So I'm so happy that you guys are coming along for the ride with me, and this is the first video of my series. I have a couple other things to talk about for you guys to get to know me, but I figured I should definitely tell everybody that I really did turn down a 6-figure job to start my own boutique, to really focus on myself, to focus on my passions and the things that are important to me, which this is just one business, but it's the one we're going to talk about for now until everything else is said. So I hope you guys have a great day and tune in to my next episode very soon.